Hello and thank you for your purchase of the wall mount kit for the Amazon Fire 7 by Lux Mounts. In this video, I'll show you how to install the wall mount along with the Amazon Fire 7 onto an outlet. The mount attaches to a rectangle outlet. If yours is not a rectangle, then head over to your local hardware store or online retailer and pick up an adapter to adapt from whatever you have to a rectangle. Before we install it, let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside the box. To open the box, simply pull the tabs from the bottom of the lid. Then lift up the lid. You will be greeted with a sticker saying to stop, and before you begin, please check the instruction at this given URL. That given URL is the page that you are currently on. Then lift up on the mount and set it off to the side. These two cables are for the different configurations that you can have. The shorter cable is for when you install it onto an outlet, and the longer cable is for when you install it onto a light switch. In this little bag, you will find the 4 buttons for the mount and the 2 screws you will use to attach the mount. This is the mount itself. These are the 2 screw holes you will use to attach it. It goes onto a rectangular receptacle, and then when you flip it over, this is your routing channel for the cables. These are your slots for where you install the buttons. You place the tablet into here, and this is the part that goes onto the receptacle, whether that be an outlet or a light switch. Due to the fact that this is such a complex part to manufacture, you will see some marks on the front. This is normal. These are just manufacturing marks. Please keep all packaging, bags, and small parts away from children to avoid dangerous circumstances. The only tool you will need to install the mount is a flathead screwdriver. To install onto an outlet, first grab the box that the mount came in. Then grab the mount itself. Then pick the shorter of the 2 USB cables that came with the mount and take it out of the bag. Undo the cable tie that is on the cable, then connect the USB cable to the Amazon Fire 7. After that, place the Amazon Fire 7 into the mount and route the cable into the channel of the mount. You want to go along all of the edges and push the cable into the channel. Do this until you get all the way to the other edge. Then once you get to the edge, simply place it down and route it out of the exit hole. The cable is now laid into the mount. Next, grab your small baggie with the 2 screws and the 4 buttons. Take everything out and set the 2 screws off to the side. Place all 4 of the buttons into the mount. You will have 1 button that doesn't touch anything. This is due to the fact that this mount is compatible with both the 1st generation Amazon Fire 7 and the 2nd generation. And the difference is that the volume buttons are on the 1st generation are over here, and on the 2nd generation, they're over here. The mount is now ready to be installed onto the outlet. In order to install the new wall mount, we're gonna need to remove the old wall plate that is currently on the outlet. Now, I would like to mention that inside here is high voltage, so proceed with caution. And if it makes you feel better, you can go and turn off the circuit breaker going to this outlet. Me personally, I'm going to leave it on. But if you don't stick your fingers and hands in anything behind this wall plate, you will be fine. Now, all we simply have to do is remove the 2 screws holding in the current wall plate. So just one at the top and one at the bottom, and the wall plate comes off. Also at this point, if you do not have a rectangle outlet, go ahead and install your adapter to adapt it to a rectangle. Next, have the 2 screws that came with the wall mount ready. Then simply grab the wall mount and place it over the outlet. Then with one hand, hold in the outlet. With the second, put the screw in the top hole and use your flat screwdriver and screw it in. Then once it's decently secure, grab the second screw and put it into the bottom. Me personally, I like to line up the screws so they're both vertical. Now we have to deal with the power situation on where this USB cable is going to be plugged in. Now I had a USB outlet installed, so I can simply just plug it into the outlet and I don't have anything else outside. But if you don't have a USB outlet, you can either use the USB brick that came with your Amazon Fire 7, or you can use any other brick. I'm also a fan of the white brick that comes with Apple products. So if I don't have an outlet, then I would use this. But since I do have a USB outlet, I'm just going to install it here. So that way I still have the 2 outlets available. And if I wanted to, I can plug in and charge my phone. And go ahead, test out, make sure all the buttons work, and they indeed do. That is it. Your Amazon Fire 7 is now wall mounted onto an outlet. Congratulations. To see cool things you can do with a wall mounted Amazon Fire 7, head over to the guides tab of luxmounts.com, where every Monday there will be a new guide available to show you something else you can do on the Amazon Fire 7. If you have any questions throughout this whole process, go over to the help tab of luxmounts.com. So once again, thank you for your purchase, and I hope you enjoy.